Now, India has some of the oldest numismatic items on the planet. All right, so it'd be 15, 18 for everything.
This is the Madonna and Child silver denier. This is a silver G-tal from India, over 1,000 years old, and I actually bought this on somebody else's whatnot auction. Let's talk about this coin and why I bought it.
This coin was minted from the 10th to the 13th century in medieval India. It was mainly used in the northern region of India. This coin started out being minted by the Hindu Shahis. This was the ruling dynasty of the Kabul region. So, you know, these modern states that we think of with India that didn't quite look like it back then. Due to its popularity, it was a small silver coin. It started being used all throughout the India region. The name G-tal, it comes from a Sanskrit word, Jitalaka. And this was a small denomination of a coin. And over time, as we say dollar, you know, for dollars or bucks or whatever, the G-tal, it became a name synonymous with currency itself in that region. These early coins had Hindu motifs, and then an Islamic motif kind of started to sneak in, and you know, as the coin progressed through the centuries, more and more Islamic influences were put on these silver G-tals. And this really is documenting a region that started out Hindu and then turned Muslim, because like I said, the northern area, now we're looking at what is now not modern day India. It really, with looking at this coin, what we see here, it's a cultural link between Hinduism and Islam. These coins, the minting process was pretty rudimentary. First, they melted silver into a small mold, and afterward, these blanks were hammered to impress the designs that we see here on these coins. The dies were handcrafted by artisans, and there's a lot of different variety with these coins. Lots of different artisans out there with lots of different variations. One popular early image was Lakshmi. This is a Hindu symbol. Another popular symbol, cows, bulls. You know, cows are sacred to Hindus. Later on, we see the names of Arabic rulers and Arabic writing taking place in these coins, kind of replacing the Hindu aspects. In fact, later on, the bull and the horseman, which is an Islamic image, that started to replace, like I said, these Hindu images. Now, India has some of the oldest numismatic items on the planet. We're talking coins that date back to the 6th century BC, maybe even earlier. And like I said, because these coins were so popular and they were just traded throughout, this really is a staple of Indian coinage. A purist or somebody who's like a historical nerd may argue that because of the transition, because the region isn't really modern day India, like if you really trace the exact origin of this coin and the Islamic motifs that came through, you could say it's not Indian, but this is graded by ICG, who I really don't recognize as a grader, but in this case, I mean, I certainly think that they have the capability, ICG, to authenticate something like this. This is not an expensive item. This is tops worth about $100. But coins are history, and we do see an interesting piece of human history, something that does play into the modern world taking place on this coin, because here we have starting Hindu from the territory, turning into Islamic themes, and well, if you know what's going on in modern day India, there's quite a lot of ethnic tensions going on right now, and there's a lot of nationalism taking place. So, I mean, we're really seeing that history right here on this coin. Now, I bought this, and I said this before, you guys. It was very late at night. People were not bidding that much money on these. I bought 15 of these. Paid a median of about $28 per coin. I've been selling them on my whatnot auctions. I've been getting about $40 a coin because I do it at an earlier time where there's more viewers. People are still getting a good buy at this price. Now, I want to bring this up and conclude by saying, you guys, whatnot is like a job. If you're looking for a side hustle, download whatnot, download it with my code in my profile here. I know I talk about it all the time, but if you are interested in trading in coins or bullion, go on whatnot and comb it for a couple hours. You will find buys, especially if it's very late at night. If you don't have it, download it with my code. You get a free $15 off your first purchase if you use my code. Link is in the bio. And this is a cool coin. Looks like you got some stuff.
Yeah.
Come on down. All right. I
Um,
already know what I'm looking at.
yeah, okay. I don't know what these silver dollars are, but
Sure. Oh boy. Yeah, cool. Cool. You are coming on a good day. These are all common. Let's see here, 22, 21. Okay, so this one here's gonna be your best. This 1890, it's in the best shape anyway. These are not, I'll make a sound if I see a good date.
So is it more because you have the whole collection, or is it individually?
It's condition and it's mintage. If I see a good date, I'll, like I said, I haven't seen any good dates yet.
Yeah.
The Morgans are better than the peace dollars. The peace dollars are not popular. They never were. They made them for less amount of time. They have less historical impact. The Morgan dollars are the coin of the Wild West. It's the most popular coin. Like, it's the most sought after anyway by American standards. Let me add up here what we got.
Okay.
All right, so it'd be 15, 18 for everything.
Well, can we bring them back next week after we talk to somebody?
Yep. Let me write that down. So they are not sure if they want to sell yet or not. So hopefully they come back. Hopefully they do. If they do, I'll make probably about $1,000 on that. Maybe, but we'll see.
Just got a large handful of sterling.
Okay.
And some of those, there's a couple of them, like these ones, they're made out of ornamental spoons.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Okay, looks like I got 80.4 grams. So $65.
Okay.
I'll make it 66 because you're wearing a Pawn Man button.
Thank you. Absolutely love
Well played.
I love your channel on TikTok.
Thank you. This is actually pretty good stuff. We have reignited our Shopify. Shopify has a lot of jewelry on it now, and there will be more coming on. So some of the stuff you will be able to find on Shopify. Again, eBay, we're just kind of walking away from it. You know, I actually think I'm gonna save all this stuff. I don't think I'm gonna melt any of this stuff down. It's nicer stuff. 67 in, I'll probably make them out after retail, maybe 30, 40 bucks. That person knew the way to my heart by wearing a Pawn Man button. That's how you swoo me to get more money. Swoo me, sway me, wade me, slap me, tap me, stick a finger in my ass, call me sir.
I just found this in the back. This is the Madonna and Child silver denier. It was minted by the Austria-Hungarian Empire between 1540 and 1600. Let's talk a little bit about this coin.
This coin reflects the religious and political climate of the Holy Roman Empire during this period. It marks strong Catholic influence, particularly under the Habsburg dynasty. And these coins feature a lot of Christian imagery, in this case, Madonna and the Child, as the name suggests. So we have the Virgin Mary on the obverse holding sweet baby Jesus. In the reverse, and this is true with this coin, it features the imperial coat of arms. And this was tied to the Habsburg family generally. It signifies both imperial power and unity with the religious authority of the Catholic Church. And this coin was largely made as a piece of propaganda to strengthen Catholicism against the Protestant Reformation. The Habsburg were claiming they were defenders of faith. They were the most pious, the most holy, the right into the arms of sweet baby Jesus. And they use coins like this. They produce them with their coat of arms to further trick the people into thinking this or making this be believed. Propaganda, like I said. And the Habsburgs, they were one of the most powerful families in Europe back in the day. They had territories all over, largely in Austria and Hungary. The term denier refers to a denomination that was very popular amongst coins back in the day. It was generally a small coin of relatively lower value. And this silver denier, this was, as far as I could tell, this is the only real silver denier that they made. Now, they did not make them as strict as like ducats were made back in the day. The purity on these varied a little bit, not too much, because when you have purity all over the board, as we talked about with the Potosi mint fraud, if you don't remember, in South America, in some of the silver mines, the people in the Spanish silver mines and mints were watering down, or I should say, they weren't doing strict purity. They were saying the stuff was like 80% pure when it was like 30, and it caused a huge global economic meltdown because people lost faith in it. You also see aspects in this coin with its various designs, a lot of Renaissance art taking place, like just the imagery itself, very of the time. These coins, many of them did not survive. They were melted down, they were destroyed, they were used quite a lot because of their low denomination. These are pretty sought after by collectors. What am I gonna get on this coin? Well, I'm selling it on my auction tonight on Whatnot. I imagine I'll probably get 25 bucks if I had to guess. It's not super expensive. If you have, one that's mint state, that's genuine and been graded by our friends at like NGC, well then you're talking some money. But as far as something like this goes, if you want an old silver coin, as a numismatist, as a fan of history or of religious symbolism, Catholicism, you're looking to get a coin that is of the era for a nice price point, something like this. You just do need to be careful when you buy. Just because it's in the holder does not mean it's genuine. I have seen this maker before. Their stuff, as far as I know, is genuine, so I'm not concerned. I also did Sigma test it. It was registering as being silver. So I don't think this is counterfeit. Do beware of counterfeits. Like if you see it in a cheap slab, I don't know if I pull the trigger on it because it could easily be made from lead. But this one's genuine, and like I said, for its age and for what it is, it's a very reasonable price point to get something historically quite important.